Into game 2, as ETOOFRESH is splitting his workers there in the minerals, spawning in the top right corner. Oops, did not make that full screen, sorry about that. Full screen now, so still a little laggy in the beginning, yeah, literally saying. Meanwhile, Kelsey's spawning as the pink Terran over here in the top right. Things to note about this map, these natural expansions are very hard to defend because you have this high ground here, especially as Terran. You can load up a medivac, drop onto the high ground here, just shoot down onto the expansion. There are these destructible rocks up here that you were able to bust through, and once you do that, there is a very short distance between. You don't even have a ramp into your base, but the entrances to the base become very short at that point. Meanwhile, this probe is going to come out to scout after laying down a pylon, and you got to go all the way around here. Not very close distances at this point. If you follow my mouse here, he's going to come up here and check the Zelnaga watchtower to see if anything goofy might be going on, and it looks like he's going to continue to scout down into the wrong corner. Meanwhile, Kelsey just getting his supply depot up, or KOHO I should say. SCV coming out to scout as well. I'm chrono boosting probes as expected, looking pretty similar to last game. Again, throwing down a gateway and bring up the production tab. Barracks going down as well for Kelsey. Kelsey choosing not to wall in right now. Sorry, KOHO. Sorry, I work with him in the same department, so it's going to be difficult for me to call him by his StarCraft name. I will do my best. Terran as well, scouting to the wrong location here, and ETOOFRESH also scouting to the wrong location, but neither of them have anything to worry about since both are putting out the identical build to the last game. Again, we can just look at ETOOFRESH's probe saturation here. Really playing an economic game. I like to see that. Because as soon as a Terran gets the orbital command up and gets mules going, you're in a lot of trouble. Terran can just mine minerals so much more quickly than the other races. That's why you often see Zergs expanding early into games, just to get that economy up to try and compete. Cybernetic Score coming out as the second building by ETOOFRESH here. And Kelsey, KOHO again, scouting in the wrong location here, and once again will find himself disappointed. ETOOFRESH here, again occupying the Zelnaga watchtower, just looking for anything funky, and will finally, I believe, get into Kelsey's base to see what's happening. But one lone marine has already been put out because he did scout in the wrong area, so he might be able to. Let's see. And he did see one barracks, but as you can see, this is ETOOFRESH's view. Didn't see any of Kelsey's other tech going on. Warp gate technology coming out here. Single stalker. I like that move. KOHO having trouble getting his SCV in here, but wisely running away. You can see him clicking really quickly with very high APM, and he's going to see everything going on in the base. He's going to hide back here because Zealot is just not fast enough to chase down a scout. Yeah, so just continuing to, but this stalker should be able to take care of it. 1 and 2 shots, you're dead. Stalker coming out from the gateway being chrono boosted. Looks like ETOOFRESH maybe trying to do a little early push. 2 Marines are not going to be able to hold up to a Stalker, a Zealot, and a Probe. Anyway, so again we're seeing similar early pushes. This time though, KOHO is not walled in. This is a pretty wide gap here, a little bit more difficult to do. Throwing down a starport, so we're looking at a 1-1-1 build here, so he's deviating a bit while ETOOFRESH is not deviating at all. Again, around 25 food, throwing down an expansion. Like I said, he's really focused on the economic game here. Chrono boosting probes still, likely going to transfer those. Meanwhile, pushing out, love this location here. Just check that real fast, see if there's any enemies. Just happy to sit back. Only 4 Marines out here. That's just not going to be enough to take down this force, but for the time being, ETOOFRESH just happy to sit back. Starport going down, nothing quite coming out of it yet. Tank coming out and switching place with the barracks. Looks like a reactor, so he's going to be able to pump out either Vikings or supply depots rather quickly. ETOOFRESH now choosing to drive in here, but now that the tank is out, that's it's going to be pretty high damage there. Let's see if they engage. Yeah, because Zealot just not going to be able to do enough damage. Although, this is going to be a close battle. Looks like KOHO will get the better of it, and the Stalker wisely returns home. Always better to save your units. He maybe could have picked off 1 more Marine, but at that point, if you lose that Stalker, it's just not a good trade. It does cost much more than the Marine. So wisely stepping back there. A Viking out and a tank. I'd like to see KOHO repairing this tank. Not really sure what this Viking is doing over here. I guess just scouting at this point. Warpate's coming out for ETOOFRESH. Twilight Council, so deviating a bit from his earlier build. Third gateway going down. Minerals getting a little high. Let's see if he lays on another building. I guess he's just using it for production at this time. More tanks coming out for KOHO. Supply depots going down, and a Medivac and a Viking coming out as well. Dropping this Viking in the back of the base. I love that. Although he's going to take 3 hits. Only 3 hits from the Stalker and safely get away. It's a shame ETOOFRESH did not get into the base and actually see that tech coming. I'm not sure exactly. He had only 1 kill, so really only didn't do too much damage, but just going to poke in here and find that he is in rough shape. Oh, we've got to get that out of there, KOHO. Well done. Pretty sizable army here. I still don't like this heavy reliance on the Zealots, as Marauders will own them. Flying is going to own them. Only 1 Stalker here. Even Marines do have the ranged attack. Oh, and this is what I was talking about. Just you can abuse this so easily. Just a single Viking just prevents anyone from being able to mine here at all. So at this point, ETOOFRESH choosing to break down these rocks. He can now doesn't have sight on the top, so he can't actually attack here. Oh, and a dropship coming right like this is going to siege up. Oh, this is great. This is incredible. Sieging up on the high ground. Haven't done enough damage here. And these tanks, I believe, can reach the Nexus if they have sight of it. Maybe not quite. I'd like to see KOHO flying out his Viking to gain vision of this area. Working in. Sorry, Zealots, and there we go. We do have the range now. I believe this Medivac is providing it. And ETOOFRESH once again going to lose